I don't know if I'm live either. I don't know.
I'm refreshing your stream here.
There we go. Hey!
Are you?
It looks live to me.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything.
I've got something here.
Well,
That's going to YouTube and back to me.
oh, so what? Something that says starting soon?
Out of the switch. Yeah, that's how you start a stream.
Right. Well, okay.
You start a
look at
stream.
that.
It says it's 2
You're live. I see it.
I am. I'm live. We're live. You're live.
I'm going to have to mute this.
You're live. Well, yes. Yes, you'll have to do that. All right. I'm going to put the stream over here.
So they can hear us all talking about it. So basically, you're just showing the card.
I am.
And we're talking over the card.
I'm showing the card. I'm talking over the card. You also
Our
understand.
dulcet tones are appearing over a green background.
Yes, you are also talking over a card. I'm going to close this window here. And I'm going to move my switcher over where I can freaking see it from
Look,
here.
there's one person watching. I think it's me.
Probably you. Say something in the chat, Dave.
Oh, well, it's going to come. This is all going to be my ham radio ID. So,
oh,
hi, this is Dave in the chat.
Let's see if the chat works. Is the chat working? We say we're starting soon, but we're actually going to start. All right, are you ready to be on camera, Dave?
Well, I've just been assuming that I have been on camera, but
clearly
that's not the case.
Ready to start going?
There we go. This is Dave in the chat.
Hey, all right.
What did I tell you I was going to do the next time you asked that?
No. That was going live. This is, do you want to be on camera yet? Because we're going to cut over to our view.
You know what?
And look, it's Dave and it's me. We're here.
How you doing? We don't have any comments yet, though.
This is a surprise stream. Nobody knows we're doing this except us.
Here, I can watch myself.
I'm not
using the phone on.
I'm not convinced. Yeah, I'm not convinced that we know that we're doing this, but we're doing this.
We don't know we're doing this.
So, I'm looking at the camera because you're supposed to look at the camera occasionally. Hi, everybody. This is Cranky Old Cuber.
And I get to watch Greg over here. Oh, I have to say, hi, I'm Cranky.
You got to tell him that
the camera's over there.
Let's start over.
Okay? We're going to have to do that again.
Rutabaga, okay? So here we go. We're actually going to start this live stream, okay? This is going to be the worst live stream ever, and it doesn't matter.
No, we've done worse.
Okay, so are you ready, Dave?
No.
All right, hang on. Let's go back to the scene. We'll go back. Okay, and here we go.
And scene.
Okay, so I believe we have everything working. And Dave, do you know which camera to look at?
No.
I set it up so that if you look at me, you're basically looking at the camera. So, but it's this.
Yeah, but then
right
I'm just looking at the side of your face. Basically, I'm like looking at somebody just staring at a screen.
Basically, we're doing a crappy video podcast.
No, we're always doing a crap. That's like the bottom line. That's like the base. We know we're doing a crappy video podcast.
We're now doing a worse video podcast.
I would disagree. I think we're rising to our level of incompetence.
Okay, fine. I think what I'm thinking though is this is going to be less good than previous content that we have put out there.
Well, but nobody's even watching.
I think the audio is working. I have no idea. We have new mics. We have new boom arms.
Are you going to actually turn on the video?
Stuff.
Yeah, see, look. Now we got a comment that basically says can't see us.
Okay. Do you guys want to see? Okay. All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we're going to be live on air, Dave. Are you ready?
No.
Rutabaga. There you go. Hey, look, it's us.
Yeah.
So, as I said previously, hi, I'm Cranky Old Cuber, and this is...
Hi, I'm Cranky Dave.
Yeah, and we are together, 2 old cubers, and we're kind of back.
Anything new?
Anything new? No, I mean,
nothing new.
I don't think anything significant has happened in the last 2 years. Do you?
Oh, man. Everything is different.
Yeah, it's all different.
Everything is different.
What's the biggest difference between the last time we did one of these and today? What's your biggest change?
You mean other than the age of pestilence?
Yes, other than the age of pestilence. Which
I took part in the Great Resignation.
Dave took part in the Great Resignation. Yeah, but why?
Why? Because my wife got sick.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to go there.
That's why I didn't think we were going to do that. But
in what manner did you take part of the Great Resignation? Is what I mean.
By retaring.
Yes, yeah. Dave is retired. Dave is officially.
I am
officially old.
I'm cranky and I'm old.
Officially old, and
See, that's the thing. See, the thing you need to realize is that he's the cranky old cuber, but I am older than him.
This is true. He is very much older than me by many
decades, by eons,
5 years or something.
Yeah, like I would not be surprised if I died on this live stream.
Now I would be surprised, and that would be a lot of work for me.
Well, plus you'd have a whole, there'd be a whole cleanup thing that would have to happen. My bowels would let loose.
On the other hand, it would be
all sorts of fluids would come out of my body.
It'd be great content. Hey,
you know last time somebody showed somebody dying on YouTube, their channel didn't last that long.
I'd black it out. I would just let the sound happen. Like, let us know down in the comments if you want Dave to die on live stream.
It's Dave choking in his own fluids. As the fluid fills his lungs.
We literally have no idea what we're doing today on account of because like all the equipment and the place that we're in is brand new. So we're sitting in my new office, which I've talked about in the past, how we did the house and added on in the backyard and all that stuff. I'll give you a tour eventually when I feel like it. But what we got going on right now is we're sitting in this tiny cramped office trying to do a two old cubers. And
what's actually happening is I'm just sitting back waiting for Greg to decide to stop fiddling with stuff. That's basically what's going on.
You're gonna have a long wait, my man.
Oh, it's been years. It's been years.
Yeah. So to show you what we got going on, I'm gonna do a few transitions in the live stream. Okay.
You just got done setting everything up, and now you're gonna what? Mess with it?
I'm gonna push some buttons to show them what we have going on. So.
Oh God.
On one camera, we have this going on. This is me. Hello. The camera's pointing directly at me. My monitor's there. Blah, blah, blah. This is pretty easy. So then we have Dave on the GoPro because I couldn't be bothered to set up the other Canon that I have because it was too hard. So I just set up the GoPro and said, we're doing it.
Yeah, Dave gets what's left over.
Because of the way we have the setup, all I have to do is this. And now you get both of us with, kind of the whole talking head format. And it looks pretty okay for a live stream. So we're going to go with it for now.
Yeah, so you spent all the money on the switcher and none of it on the set.
I spent all the money on the switcher and no time on learning how to use it.
Yeah.
I barely know what to do. It's really cool. But it'll get better as time goes by. And I like fiddling with tech. And this is my current tech
But do you like reading the instructions? Or do you like not reading the instructions?
It depends on the stuff. This, I did not read the instructions. I just started pushing buttons because, well, you got to push buttons. Buttons are fun. Keep bumping my mic. I'm kind of sad about that.
Well, that's because we don't have a normal sound person.
My current tech obsession is all this audio and video and trying to get to where we're live streaming. But I think Dave might have a new obsession to talk about.
I
mean, among the many, but there seems to be one overarching obsession.
Well, I talked about radio before. I just leaned into it more.
Yeah, no, you talked about radio, but you didn't talk about like owning 47 different radios and 18 different antennas.
Only 46.
And all that stuff.
Only 46.
Yeah, exactly.
No, come on. You buy a cube, you buy a million cubes, right? Yep. And it's one of those things when you start looking for radios, you start justifying why you need this one, even though it's only slightly different from this one over here. We previously covered that I was into electronics, and so there's a large amount of building electronics involved with this stuff. And like I showed you, the stupid thing about this is that I'm going to start talking about all the things that we've already been talking about, but I've already put away a lot of that stuff.
That's okay.
Okay, well, no,
we're just talking. Look, we don't have the camera.
That's true. That's true. I did talk about the fact that we should just go live and just start talking.
You said go live.
I did. This is all my fault.
We have no overhead
this is clearly all my fault.
In here. The lighting is terrible. I'm hoping the sun doesn't blast you in the eyes in a little while, but it'd probably be fine.
I'll just storm out of the studio.
It'll be fine. You can go to your trailer and hang out.
Yeah, go for my trailer that you still have not bought me.
No, it was you were supposed to bring your own trailer, and I gave you a spot.
You had the money to buy me a trailer, but you spent it on your house.
Yes, I did. I spent it on the house.
And I will never forgive you for wasting the time.
Are you really, really gonna say that I got to kick my mom out of her room, so that you can have a trailer?
I'm not saying it. You're saying it.
Yeah, I mean, it was my mom's room, or
I'm just going to talk about who you've made commitments to.
Down in the comments, let us know. Should I have gotten Dave a trailer, or
it's
provided a
still
place
just
for my
on
mom
me,
to
right?
live, right?
Mr. Switcher, you're actually.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just the audio host right now.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Except you were like mugging for the camera, and the camera didn't.
Oh,
see
I was looking up the camera. The best part of it is, if I turn this into a video, that camera was recorded regardless of what switching I did.
Yeah.
So, yep, it's kind of cool. So Dave, what's new?
What's new?
Yeah, tell us everything that's happened since we last saw you. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
hit the high notes
it's been. You know what? There have been some high points and there have been some low points. You know, I have one fewer organ than I had before, but
just which organ is that?
Yeah, for those playing along at home, I had a kidney removed because it had decided to try to kill me.
Yeah, you got pissed off at his kidney and said, "No, you're gone.
You're out.
You're gone. You don't live here anymore."
Yeah, and decided to spend my Christmas Eve having it taken out.
Yeah, and that might have had something to do with like your retirement. Yes.
Well, what that did was confirm to me that I'd done the right thing.
Yeah.
Because because that all happened after.
You retired before that.
Yeah, I ended up taking. Okay, so 2020 happened, right? COVID starts up. We cancel our competition, which was, to me, that was the big signal that it had started.
That was the big signal to me that everything had changed.
Yeah, and then they made us all work from home, and then my wife got sick, and I ended up taking medical leave to take care of her, and realized I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yep.
And so I came back long enough basically to put in my resignation, and I quit, and I have been retired since, I would say officially I've been retired since October 2020, but really it kind of happened around May, because that was when the medical leave started.
Right.
Yeah, and geez, after that it's just been, you know, the funny thing about retiring, and you know, and very few people are going to understand this, is that it flips your relationship with the week. See, you know, when you're working, right, those Monday through Friday, those are work days, right?
Yep.
And if you're going to get anything done, it's going to be in the evening. And you I don't know about you, but I tended to be very I guarded that time a lot. That was my time because somebody was paying for the other time. And so I had those little pieces, and then maybe the weekend. Right.
Yeah.
And now, the middle of the week, that's when I can go get stuff done. Because all y'all are off at work.
Yeah, and you can go do the stuff at
and
the
I
places.
can get all that stuff done.
We would normally be crowding those places on the weekend.
Yeah, so now
we're at work.
So now weekends are the time I hide at home. Weekends are the time that I don't go out because everybody else is busy doing things.
Right.
So it used to be you look forward to weekends and holidays. Now it's the other way around. Because the weekends and holidays are when everybody else is in the way.
Yeah, weekends and holidays. And honestly, I've kind of gone that direction anyway. I take time off during the week if I want to do anything, and I lay around on the weekend because there's people out there.
Yeah.
And honestly, before the pandemic hit, I wasn't a super people person anyway.
Well, we aren't. I mean, come on. The only times that look, one of the reasons we got into the Cuban community is because those were people we could deal with.
Absolutely. Yeah. The Cuban community felt like home to me.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this before.
Yeah. And there
we,
hasn't been a competition. I mean, there have been a few competitions, but only a few.
Only a few, and I'm not ready to go to a comp yet.
Would you go to Bothell? For the people out there, there's a competition coming up in Bothell. Yeah, I was planning on just going there to see people.
When is it? Do you remember?
I don't remember exactly.
Okay. I'll look it up.
Put it in the.
It's possible. Here's the thing. I'm going to be getting on a plane and going to Nashville in July.
Oh, what's in Nashville?
Agile Con.
Oh, okay. So you're going to a conference.
2022 Agile Conference, and they're like, I volunteered in 2020, and I was supposed to go out and be a purple shirt volunteer at the conference in 2020, and I was going to kind of start moving up the conference volunteer ladder. And of course, everything fell apart in 2020, and it got canceled completely. And last year they had a virtual conference, but this year we're going back to a regular conference, and Cheryl talked me into going. So,
that's right, because she runs those.
She's one of the ones that puts it together. She'll be a conference chair eventually.
So this is not at all to do with the stream or not, but you think you could have somebody bring me one of these?
Hey, Addie, I know you're listening to us up there. I got a question. Can you bring Dave a lady water? It's in the fridge. All right, we've put the request out there.
Well,
if anybody else wants Dave to have something to drink, drop a comment.
Well, right now,
and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click like if you like this stream. You could click dislike if you want to, because it will tell me that you disliked it, but nobody else will be able to see that you disliked it.
Well, it's okay. I think the only people that are watching this are actually in the house.
In the house? It's coming from in the house?
Yeah. All of the audience are in the house.
The video podcast is coming from in the house.
Yeah.
No, literally, Addie, our engineer on previous stuff, is sitting upstairs watching us.
Did you know she's sitting upstairs complaining about the quality of the sound? Because that's what she would do for us.
I don't believe she's complaining. I believe she's saying it sounds really good given what you've got.
It's more fun if I say she's up there just complaining about the sound.
Yeah, but don't hurt Addie's feelings.
No, you see, hurting Addie's feelings would be if we had perfect sound right now.
Oh, that's true. But see, we don't have perfect sound, and that's why Addie knows we need her.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
This is what I'm saying.
I think she's coming in.
I think
there's a drink delivery happening here. Oh, look, it's a drink. Addie, you ended up on camera for a second.
We're talking about you on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to move your mic.
This mic?
Yeah.
Where do you want to move it?
Bring it
farther over there, because it's like it's extending across the camera.
See, the problem is that
we don't have a good setup in here.
No, we don't.
We need a studio.
Well, we do, and we're gonna build one. All right, I'm gonna do this.
Were you pausing? Oh, I see.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna see if I can make this do this.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Bye, Addie.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So,
she's the closest we have to craft services.
If we do that, that should stay about there. It's really not better. It's really not better.
This is true reality TV.
Well, I'm going back to the super source. We talked about the super source. Here we go. Oh, look at that. The transition-y thingy went down. So it has a little doodad.
So is it confusing that the background that you're using basically says that we're about to start?
Yeah, I noticed that. I decided it didn't matter because you can't see that much of it.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, if I do this, it looks like I have a really long, big arm.
It does. It's like if you ever put your finger in front of the lens and done a panoramic shot.
Yeah.
And it looks like a really long, disgusting thing.
So, yeah, we told you this would be a dumpster fire.
It is a dumpster fire.
And it is
We're
a
only
dumpster
doing
fire,
this to do this.
Okay.
Because somebody accidentally said that they liked tooled cubers.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We have one super fan right now. I have no idea if you're watching or not, but you'll see this video later. But I wanted to shout out Benson Lawson on account of because Benson, in the last time I live streamed, kind of reminded me why I even do this. Because he said that Dave and I were his favorite thing on the Cranky Old Keeper channel, and I was like, okay, I got to get Dave over here, and we have to make fun of each other.
That tells you something about the bar on the Cranky Old Keeper channel.
It is. Here's the thing. Thank you, Benson, for reminding me of that. I hope you see this, or hear this, or both. Kind of both.
Somewhere, sometime.
I'm kind of off the cuff because we're live here, but what I did want to let you know is Dave and I are still kind of committed to doing Two Old Cubers in some manner. We're thinking about trying to do shorter things more often, maybe. Rather than, well, not more often than we used to necessarily, but more often than, say, we have been in the last couple of years. Honestly.
Not at all.
But the main thing is what we're trying to do is remove the amount of work that it takes to put one of these things together and just talk to each other on stream. And then we'll do some fun stuff, you know, with videos and stuff like that and everything. But Two Old Cubers is around. We're here. We're both alive. And we both want to kind of stay that way. So we're kind of working on that. And we kind of miss doing this. And since we're not going to comps right now, this is kind of one of the ways to talk to our Cuber friends, sort of. So hopefully, as we do these in the future, I will announce them ahead of time. And when we do come on, I'll know what I'm doing eventually. And we'll be able to put on something better than a terrible starting slide with 2 videos in front of it like we have right now. Honestly, though, I'm figuring it out, and it's going to get better. Oh, yeah, I should talk to the camera. I keep forgetting to talk to the camera.
Talk to the camera, Greg.
I'm breaking the fourth wall right now, just so you know. Hey, we actually have a person that is not Addie in the chat. Hi, I can't see it. Hang on. It says Haxpo. I remember that name. I'm trying to remember if have we met Haxpo or are you?
Well, you must, because they're an admin.
They're an admin?
They've got the little wrench.
Oh, they do have the little wrench. Oh, I gave out admin to everybody that was there one day.
So that's permanent. That's like permanent?
Just for the chat.
Well, clearly it stayed.
Yeah, just for the chat. Well, welcome.
But it's a permanent switch.
It's good to see. It's good to see people. Peter Preston is on.
Peter Preston
just
That's
posted
cool.
a comment.
Well,
Hey, Peter.
he's the one. He's the one for the Bothell.
Peter, are you running? If you're running the Bothell competition, I should get more information. But it's probably in Pacific Northwest Cubing. I can probably just
there are probably ways to find out that have nothing to do with asking the people in the chat. But isn't it nice that we can ask the people in the chat?
There are people in the chat who we can ask.
Yeah.
Hey, it's going great, Peter. Miss hanging out, miss cubing. We'll come back eventually, but for now, this is kind of how we're interacting with the world. We'll do some stuff. Yeah, okay. Haxpo, I remembered your name from comments and stuff. I couldn't remember. Peter's one of the delegates.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, because I think, you saw that Matthew's leaving.
Leaving?
Matthew Dickman is moving to Los Angeles.
Oh, really? No, I didn't see that. I missed that. I should go talk to him.
Yeah, and one of the things he announced was that Peter was a delegate, that Chris Tabor was training to be a delegate.
Oh, nice. So it's good to see that Chris is training too.
Yeah.
Someday when I'm retired, maybe.
The thing about retiring is that it means not doing anything.
I know. And you and I both know that we sit every day and think about all the things we should be doing instead of nothing and feel bad about it. At least I do. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're past that now.
I don't actually do that anymore, because it was always like if I went and did that, I would be trading some of my leisure time that I have that is limited because I'm working, but that's not happening anymore.
It's not the thing anymore.
Yeah, I actually mowed the lawn and felt good about it. It was weird. Actually, take out the trash and felt good about it.
I did feel good when I carried the giant box of cardboard upstairs that I had broken down. So,
yeah,
I think I could relate.
No,
not really.
No, not really.
I'm not retired. I'm still working for the man, and it's okay. The man gives me money, and I can buy food for the family and pay the mortgage on this house and build things onto it. So I'm not going to.
Well, you still have an income. You still actually have more money coming in.
I do. I have more money coming in. You do not. Well, you do, but it's passive.
I don't know.
I mean, when you're retired, all of your income is passive, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's not, that would mean.
But you just hope that the pile is big enough, right?
Yeah.
The pile ain't getting much bigger.
No, because now you're decreasing the pile.
Right.
Because when you retire, the pile stops getting bigger.
Of course, we'll probably have This is. I don't think
this is super not interesting.
This is
for
super
young
not
people,
interesting for anybody.
Right,
yeah. Because everybody else is still figuring out. Here's the thing: use your 401k.
Yeah, do it.
You think you're too? If you think you're too young, you're not.
You're not too young. Trust me, I was too young for 20 years, and now I never get to retire, except I might.
And just because you think you have enough now, inflation.
Yeah, exactly. Inflation always wins too.
Yeah.
Like But that's also, whatever. So here's I guess I'm going to do the biggest change that happened to me while we were gone. Honestly, the biggest change was the change in this house.
We're in a room that didn't exist.
There are some other things that have happened, but the biggest thing is we turned the house from a pretty good, decent house for a family with kids. And what happened was my mom and I almost said aunt, but let's say niece. So my mom and my niece moved out here from Missouri. And then my sister was also living with us, and I'm like, we have 5 adults in this house.
It's more like a boarding house.
Yeah, and we have 1 room for adult people, and then we have 2 small kind of children's bedrooms, and one of them we used for an office or whatever. But so we're like, no, we got to redo the house. So I basically took most of my savings and turned it into an addition on the house and a remodel upstairs. Yeah, basically set fire to it. The beautiful thing of it is the house went up in value, so I'm happy about that.
Well, and luckily you got it done before lumber became impossible.
And we got our major lumber order in and paid for before all the badness hit. But they broke ground on January 9th, 2020.
Yeah.
And then March hit, and then all the work had to slow down. It was bad. I'm watching the chat, so I'm not really looking at the
paying
camera,
attention,
but that's okay. In any case, the biggest change is I've got, a room and a place to myself, and Barb's got, her own room, and Mom and Daddy have their rooms, and Ashley lived here for a while and had her own room, but now we have an empty room because Ashley moved back to Missouri, and she's getting married. So now it's 4 adults in the house. But everybody's super happy. All the inside stuff is done. We just have to put all the junk back in the living room and set it all back up, and we're good. But what that gave me is I started having free time, because that was a full-time job for me, managing that project. And as you may recall, I was also working another full-time job at the same time. So it was difficult.
Still.
Yeah, and I'm still working a full-time job. In any case, we got a nice place, and I've finally been able to build the kind of lab that I wanted to have. If you recall, one of my main requirements was I want a place that I can keep the cats out of, so I don't have to put everything away every time I leave the room. And I have it. I have doors on either end of the office lab, and I can keep the cats out of here. And it turns out I don't keep them out of here much, but because priorities change.
There are other reasons why they stay out.
Priorities change, but mostly they don't come in here, and I can leave projects undone. But I will do a lab tour video soon, and I have another video I'm actually working on. It's a build, and I'll be doing more build videos just because it's kind of the thing I'm interested in right now, and I'm not back to being plugged into cubing yet. I'm still a cuber. I just haven't competed recently. And Dave, what do you got?
Oh, this is the GAN. This is the top of the line GAN. The maglev GAN.
Dave is more plugged into cubing now than I am.
Yeah, but not much. Like I was just commenting that I brought my mains, and I don't know what half of them are.
He doesn't remember what they are. I have the same problem. I have to go back through my orders to remember what it is that my main is. It's a GAN something.
Yeah, this is something
all I remember.
This is something we can do with the chat, right?
What are these?
For 2 through 4, I'm using the GANs. These are all GANs.
And that GAN 4x4, he let me touch it earlier, and it is awesome.
It's a nice 4x4. It's nicer than you expected, especially after the first one sucked so hard.
Yeah.
I'm also doing a lot more of the I'm doing the frosted.
Yes.
Finish.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me a while ago.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what the 7. I don't know what the 6 is. I think it might be like the YJ or something.
No idea.
I don't know. But
I don't even know what are good cubes anymore.
This is the one that I want to have identified, because it's the smaller than normal 5x5 that actually turns better than it should. And I forget who made it. Oh, there you go. Oh, hey, congratulations on the apartment, man.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I just didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
But yeah, congrats on the apartment. Okay, so Haxpo says it's MGC. Maybe.
Is it? Is that the small 5x5?
We have no idea.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's not like I hate MGC. I'll take any cube. But I remember I ordered this one for the hell of it, just because like, oh hey, small 5x5.
Yeah.
And then I started playing with it, and I'm like, this is actually a really good turning 5x5. I mean, not that I'm anywhere close to breaking 5 minutes with it.
Yeah. Wow. I cannot read the chat from here, but somebody just said maybe YG has a tiny 5x5 and 4x4.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, did they release it as a set? Because I remember buying it and getting the like a smaller 4x4 and a smaller 5x5.
I'm gonna say TEDx 789. Is that pretty close?
Probably.
I think so.
Know.
I'm taking a guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the stream.
That could be it. Yeah, Haxpo could be right there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jihong 5x5. I'm taking a guess at the pronunciation of that one too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'm waiting for the GAN mirror to show up. I just got the shipping notification.
Now, is it the plastic type mirror, or is it the shiny type mirror cube?
I don't know.
I mean, the mirror cube is obviously, we know what shape it is.
Yeah, well, it looks like shiny purple.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I remember noticing that they picked a color I hadn't ever seen. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just really surprised the GAN has started making something other than a 3x3.
Yeah. I mean, the 4x4 was kind of a surprise. The first
4x4 was a surprise.
It was also kind of janky, if I recall correctly.
The first one was, but yeah. as you've seen, the new one is actually quite nice. The new one is
butter. It is really nice, and now I kind of want to go buy one.
Of course you do.
Which I probably will.
Well, and before that one came out, I was actually big on the latest iteration of the Volks. I had the Volk 3, the Volk 4,
I've got a
and the
Volk 4
5.
somewhere. I don't remember if I got the 5.
The 5, it's a good cube. The 4 and the 5 are nice cubes.
Oh, TEDx 789 says GAN has a Scube and a Pyraminx too.
Oh, wow.
I did not know that.
Did not know that. That should tell you how close we've been paying attention to cubing.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been busy.
Well, honestly, we got into cubing, and then we got into the competitions, and the competitions really just felt like coming home.
Haxpo says Volks are discontinued now.
What? No. Well, crap. Now I should sell them all on eBay.
Yeah. They're probably worth money of some sort. All Volk products are out of production now. Very, very, very. Knock me over.
That's very sad.
Knock me over with a very light thing that shouldn't knock people over.
Well, that's true. But because the 4 and the 5 were actually a lot better than I expected them to be.
Oh, I don't remember the 4 and 5. I have them. I just think that was towards the end of my active period. So, yeah,
just kind of fell off.
I gotta get a camera right there so that I can talk to you.
Yeah,
and still kind of.
Yeah,
look
you see, that's the advantage. I can look right in my camera. I'm still seeing
right
you
here in this camera, and it's easy. And for me, I'm sitting over here trying to not be in the shot with my giant head. See?
Yeah.
And
Greg's giant head. That should be the name of the channel.
So, I think it was one that I considered at first.
Okay.
Definitely. Anyway, we don't want to keep the stream too long.
Oh, there you go. Volk 2 is considered one of the best.
And by we, I mean mostly me, because...
what do you think of the GAN 2x2?
I love it. That's my main now.
Well, no, I'm actually asking the
what
chat
do you all think about the GAN?
Because people are like commenting, so...
Yeah, what do you think about the GAN 2x2?
Excited to interact with our audience, since we have an audience of 3 people.
I think Addie's still listening to us, so we have...
I was counting.
Oh, yeah,
Addie.
You're right. No, then we have 4. Because we have Peter Preston.
Oh, that's right.
We have Haxpo. I mean,
we value the people that care to see us.
Yeah, anybody that comes in here, we're gonna pay attention to, because we're starved for attention.
Oh yeah, when Diane changed the plastic, and now everybody was like hoarding the old Diane.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, the GAN 2x2. Yeah, it's weird. I was ready to believe the GAN made a good 3x3, right? Because that's kind of what they were concentrating on, was making a really good 3x3.
Yep.
And there was sort of a race between them, at least as far as my preference was concerned. There was sort of a race between them and Moyu, and
right.
But the last few generations of GANs, as soon as they got to the when they started shipping the stickerless one.
Mm-hmm.
That was when they started like being good, and I started preferring them more than anybody else.
Are they still super premium over everybody else?
Yeah,
for a
they're still more
cube?
expensive than they really should
the
be.
3x3s are like $60.
Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed to tell people to buy one, but I've sold a couple to people. So
Haxpo says Qi MS 2x2.
Yeah,
loves it over the Volk. And Pathetic789 says 2x2 is a meh event. I mean,
it is.
I kind of agree it is meh, but for me personally, it's an event that I'm still getting better at, and I don't care about beating like people that are good. I mostly care about getting myself better.
Well, and you know what? The worst 2x2 solve is still shorter than your best 3x3
exactly.
solve.
It takes. And honestly, learning, I can't remember the name of the method, but the one that has PBL and...
the one that's not the one that was, what was the name of that method that got controversial? Because
Ortega. It's the
Ortega.
Ortega method. That's the one that I use for 2x2 because I like
I remember about half of Ortega.
Yeah.
I have to stay on it to remember all of it, but I haven't been doing it lately. Lately, I've just been solving
smart cubes.
Do you
have
have
any smart cubes?
I actually have the GAN Smart one, not the latest GAN Smart Cube, but I have the previous one, and I also have the machine that you can use to turn it into a solving.
Yeah.
A cube solver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you have that?
I have that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Ask me how many times I've used it.
Can I guess? Oh, okay.
I haven't actually used it yet.
I was going to guess one.
Yeah. Well, no, because
I would have gotten it out once and said, "Yep, that works."
I mean it showed up at a time when everything was falling to pieces.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. I totally get that.
It was like, it's like the competition shut down and then everything that I'd pre-ordered showed up and whatever. Although one thing I did buy, I have the oh God, I think they've actually gotten bigger. What's the biggest? I have the Examinx.
Oh, so you have...
I should have brought the Examinx.
How many layers is the Examinx? I forget.
I think it's like 11.
I think I bought the Petaminx before one of
You did. You had the Petaminx.
I remember... One of the last competitions we went to, I think I had the Petaminx and took it.
Yeah,
but I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I got the Examinx as. Yeah.
Oh, Rubik's has a smart cube.
I'll bet GAN makes it.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but there was a whole bunch of stuff that showed up because I had a little bit of a scare. I had a little bit of a... Yeah. Well, I'll just say it. I got cancer. Cancer, and I had to have a kidney removed. And
we alluded to this earlier.
Yeah, and as you can imagine, when you get the news that there's something in you that might kill you, you kind of go, oh, I'm going to buy a couple of things.
Well, this changes things.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
I mean, just to not leave that hanging, I'm perfectly fine. I didn't need any chemo. I didn't need any radiation.
He is fine.
For
values of fine.
For some value of fine. Yeah, and I think in the oh my God, I'm going to die frenzy, I think I bought the Examinx. I also bought a computer.
Oh yeah.
But hey,
I've been engaging in a lot of retail therapy lately.
Yeah. Oh, so we made a 33 by 30. Oh, geez, a 51 by 51.
How would you even solve that? I saw.
How would you even put it together?
Like J-Perm had a video of solving the 21 by 21, right? And he said it was the hardest video he'd ever made, like with physical activity, because the thing is so heavy.
Well, the thing is, it's not any more challenging, really. It's just more.
Did you know he got 1 million subscribers?
I saw that, and I'm like, well, good for you, J-Perm, because that means that's your job.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know every time he does a video, at the end my name scrolls?
Well, as does mine.
Oh, does it? I didn't. I watch till my name, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Greg is an attentive, loving person.
Wait, does it just say Dave Brown, or does it say Cranky Dave?
No, it says David Brown.
Okay. Yeah. See, mine says Gregory Martin, which is
right, because you did it through Patreon, and that's how you are in Patreon.
Exactly.
Because that's how I did it.
I almost said, "Hey, could you change that to Cranky Old Cuber so I could have some free advertising?" And then I'm like, "Nah, I don't care. So I don't need free advertising."
Are we checking the comments here? Oh,
yeah, we're looking at the comments.
Oh yeah, standard 3D print. And responding to a comment here. Yeah, cancer sucks, but
yeah,
we made it.
It does. Made it. One of the things that happened, so a similar sort of thing kind of went on with me, except that it took time to take effect. And that was in very late 2016. I lost my dad to brain cancer.
Yeah.
He had what do they call it?
Is that a glioblastoma,
like a type 4 or stage 4 or something. Yeah. And that, at the time, I was the oldest kid, so I just dealt with things at the time and did not realize that I had been kind of set on that path to depression where you don't notice it until you've been sitting on your couch for an entire week.
Yeah, it knocked you sideways, and it took a while for you to fall over.
And so by the middle of 2017, I'd kind of lost, it was already kind of downhill, and I was struggling to make this channel work, and that actually kept me going for a while. And then when the house started, I just could not get the motivation to make videos or anything like that.
Well, there is no low stress way to remodel your house.
Yeah,
there is no low stress way to do it.
And so that's kind of what happened. And Dave poked and prodded me a couple of times saying, "Hey, we should do this. Hey, we should do this." And
I did.
I had shields up, so it all bounced off.
Yeah.
But it kind of worked this time. So we're going to kind of be back.
That's the way it is. I just basically say, I'm here. You want to do something?
Exactly.
I'm here.
Exactly.
I know that sometimes things don't work out, because certainly that's been the way it is in my life.
In any case, I don't know. I just lost it. I had a thought and it went away.
Yeah.
You ever do that?
No, all the time.
If you've ever had a thought and
just
had
call
it
me
run
Bruce
away,
Willis.
let us know down in the comments. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be an annoying YouTube personality.
Yeah, there you go.
You need to smash that like button. And
do you disagree about anything we've said?
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah,
do you agree about anything we've said?
Put it in the comments. The common denominator here is for the love of all that is holy, make a comment.
Yeah,
please.
If you've got a favorite color, put it in the comments.
If you just want to say rutabaga, throw it in the comments.
Put rutabaga in the comments.
YouTube engagement is so silly.
We will pin the most interesting rutabaga.
Yes. Best rutabaga gets a pin on this video, okay?
Yep.
And I'll leave this up as a video. I may edit it down to a short.
Just something that's actually watchable.
Something that people would want to watch. Don't like the video. You don't have to like. I don't care.
It takes a lot for him to like a video.
No. I understand.
No. We've been challenged here.
Oh. Well, I want to talk about the like system on YouTube for just a moment.
Oh, the stupid like system?
Because I don't hit like on a thing because I realized it's making a list of liked videos. And I'm like, if I like this video, it's going to go on the list. And I'm not sure I want it on the list because it's a list. And it feels like a constrained resource. So then I'm like, I just can't go liking everything.
Nah, that's not how I feel about it. The way I've been doing it lately has just been, if it's a channel that I would like to stay around, I'll do a little bit of interaction just to feed the algorithm.
I throw comments, but you know what I really do these days? I just go support their Patreon at some level.
Well, there's that.
Because they got to make money.
But at least at one point, the most valuable thing you could do was hit the share button. I don't know if that's still true. I don't share videos like that. Well, I'll post things. You see, I post things on Facebook all the time.
I do it that way, but I usually do it by pasting the URL.
Right, but you can hit the share button and then just copy it that way, and it'll still record that you've hit the share button.
Oh, I should change that.
See, because you hit the share button and then you don't pick any of the specialties, and it just says copy the URL, and you copy the URL. I don't feel like getting Facebook more fun,
Yeah. Well, my thing, My thinking is,
and I'm not on TikTok.
Actually, I have no idea what my thinking is. Yeah, I'm also not on TikTok. I watch
it's
TikTok.
not that I think it's a bad thing.
No, I just don't. It's not a format. It's not a good format for me to create in because I have to think too much.
Well, the other part of that is that
as evidence by
one of the
this
things
live
that
stream.
We all love cubing here, right?
We do.
We that and the cool thing about that is that it's something that transcends the ages.
Yes, cubing transcends the ages.
And so that's one of the cool things is that we are all of different ages, but we have something that we can talk about. We have something that we can talk about and be enthusiastic about. We all have something to say about it. And it doesn't matter that I'm 57 and the person I'm talking to is 21, right?
No, it doesn't.
In fact, their views may be more valued than mine because they're better at it than I am, right?
Yeah.
But we slide that over to social media, and it's clear to me that I am not the target market for this.
Right.
And that's not saying it's a bad thing, and that's not saying that you should stay away from all the other stuff. I'm just saying it doesn't attract me.
As Haxpo says, TikTok is for Zoomers.
Oh, well, there.
And
I am not a Zoomer, for one. No. I am an Xer.
Yes. Dave and I are very much Xers, and what that means is we're kind of used to just being ignored.
Well, yeah. When you look at the lists of all the generations, and we're just not there.
Yeah.
When the big insult is okay, boomer, and
yeah, apparently
we have
boomers
nothing to do with
and
that.
then millennials, right? So,
yeah, and we're just all we did. I don't know, was build the internet.
TikTok is so compartmentized. Older people will see something.
That's actually kind of the secret sauce, right? If they're really good at targeting.
If they're good at targeting,
yeah. I just want to learn things, and I find that the time I spent looking at funny videos is not. I'm not. You know what? I'm really trying not to sound like I'm crapping on stuff because I'm not. I think. You and I were talking about this earlier today. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's something that you enjoy, you go enjoy it.
I am firmly of the opinion, let people like things.
Yeah. If you like TikTok, go for it. If you like Instagram, which I understand, I just dated. I indicated that I'm old by even mentioning Instagram because evidently Instagram and Facebook don't exist anymore.
Well, Instagram and Facebook are now the same thing, essentially.
Well, but that's been true for a while.
As far as I know, young people don't use Facebook
at all.
You
see, it's to the point where I don't even know if we know the right thing to talk about anymore, right?
The funniest thing about Facebook is I always say, I keep my Facebook account so I can keep in touch with my mom, who, by the way, is a boomer. And now my mom lives in the house. She lives in a house. We still Facebook back and forth. It's weird.
Yeah.
But, what are you going to do? She's all the way up there and I'm all the way down here. So I don't want to make the live stream too long. I'm enjoying it, but I'm getting tired.
Okay.
Is that okay?
No, it's your house, dude.
Well, no, I understand. I also think, I think we should play at least a game of chess before you take off.
Okay.
But
you need to beat me at chess.
No. I just need to sit over a board with somebody.
Well, you'll probably.
So that's a new thing that I recently picked up. Dave picked it up slightly before me, and you can probably guess. Yes, Queen's Gambit reminded us. Oh, hey, we like chess.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, chess.com makes it really easy.
Yeah.
I am not here to promote it, but I will say that if you want to learn to play chess, chess.com is a great place to go. You don't even have to spend any money to do it.
You don't, although...
Well, they limit the number of lessons that you can have per week.
If, on the other hand, if you watch... if you're willing to go watch YouTube videos, which I'm guessing the folks on our stream probably are, there are so many good places you can go. You don't
Gotham Chess.
You don't need the chess.com lessons. Just go watch Gotham's videos. His ratings climbs. It's so good.
No.
If you want a more ASMR feel, go watch Eric Rosen's. I think it's I Am Rosen, or you'll find it. But he's from St. Louis, which is close to where I'm from and where I went to school.
But I will say
sounds like home.
The most powerful tools I've gotten from Gotham Chess.
Yeah, Gotham's. Do you own his courses?
I have all of them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's one of they kept going on sale, and I'm like, oh, I don't have that one. Oh, I don't have that one.
Lichess is an alternative.
Yeah, Lichess is
the main reason I use chess.com is because it's the first one I picked up and played on. And so Lichess gets a lot of crap in Reddit on account of because they say the ratings aren't the same. I don't really care. I just play on chess.com because that's where like the 5 people I play chess with are.
There's a bigger audience on chess.com. Yeah, Lichess doesn't have as big of an audience, but Lichess is more of the open source kind of thing.
If you don't want to pay for stuff though, I think Lichess has more and better free features. Yeah, if I recall.
I'm gonna say the controversial thing.
Say the controversial thing,
which is if you don't want to pay for something, it'll go away or it'll turn into something else.
That's true.
Right? It's just you run ads, but I don't. You know what? I don't want to see ads when I'm playing chess.
No. Oh no! I bought the Diamond membership on chess.com immediately.
Well, you see, that's the thing, and that's why I wanted to emphasize that chess.com has a free level because
it does have a free level.
Because I'm not going to tell somebody to go drop $100 on it for a year, even though I think it's worth it.
Well, it's worth it for us, but we have different priorities.
But we have different priorities, and I keep trying to keep in mind the fact that we also have different budgets.
True, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Whatever's best for your budget, but the main thing is if you're playing chess and you love chess, go watch the free content on YouTube because it's better than the lessons anyway.
It's good stuff. It's really good stuff.
And I would be happy to play chess with viewers anytime. My rating is really, really low. I'm not very good, and I don't care.
His rating's higher than mine.
I mostly play 15-minute games on account of because I need time to think, and 5-minute games, well, like if you watch the last live stream, and if you haven't, just don't.
Yeah.
But the last live stream, I discovered that if trying to play a 5-minute game and say anything coherent to anybody, not gonna work.
No, only Levy can do that.
Yeah. But I could totally play a 15-minute
game. Oh, look at that!
game.
Haxpo could kick your ass.
What do you like? 1,000,000? 1,400?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that rapid?
No, FedEx. I just want to say FedEx wants to save his money. I do exactly what you're talking about. Prioritize what you're spending on. I totally get that.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. And I'm always going to be good. Here's the thing. The good stuff out there that is free does get supported by people like you and me.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
I pay for it so other people don't have to.
Yeah, that's kind of my philosophy about that is I can afford to pay for stuff, so I'll pay for stuff. That way other people can have it.
Yeah.
And then I have to pay for it. I play 15 most of the time on account of because
I play 3-day.
Well, I play that too, but when I want to just sit down and have a session of playing chess, I don't play 3-day because I actually want to be chess for like an hour. But I only have an hour, right? And so I just go play games. I lose. I don't care. Sometimes I win. I got really excited.
Yeah, you and I are having different. You and I are having different reactions. My problem is, we had an off-air conversation, and I talked about minimizing voluntary
anxiety. Exactly.
That was one of the reasons I started playing 3-day games. So if it was like if I saw a move and it made me anxious, I could just set it aside and just let everything come back down.
Right.
Just because
I'm gonna go type in the text box here. Keep talking.
Yeah. So yeah. For me, I enjoy learning how to play chess. And I found a guy who's like, you're supposed to play people better than you to learn, but I don't want to necessarily learn. I just want to play. And I found a guy that I used to work with we have like an almost exactly 50% record against each other. So, and we both play kind of crazy.
Are you DDB on Chess.com?
I'm Bithead on Chess.com.
Bithead, sorry.
BITHEAD.
There we go.
No, because DDB's been long gone on there.
What is, it doesn't work. I could not remember the Bithead. I forgot about
it. It's okay.
Because you're DDB net.
Yeah, well, eventually I'll get shut down and.
Yep. So
you're saying you want to end it?
I think I do. We've been on air for about an hour, and it's been kind of a.
Well, that's about as long as people want to watch.
It's been okay, yeah. And it's as long as I want to be live on air for now. When I'm not doing anything, You know,
Okay.
I'm not pushing buttons. I'm not making super whizzy things happen. I'm not doing like, you know, transitions.
Well, I'm telling you, this is making, you know, this is killer TV
like,
right now.
here's
I was talking about whether or not we're actually going to shut off the stream as killer TV.
You can have that, and then we can go back to this, and then I can go back to this view, and I can do all this with a push of a button. I just need to learn how to use it. So, okay, and we have a pretty good delay. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to fix it because they're probably getting audio. I'm guessing they're getting audio about 8 frames ahead of the video.
Oh, well.
It's okay because the shots are so...
So you're saying we look like a badly dubbed Japanese monster movie?
It doesn't matter. I'll fix it in post.
Yeah, fix in post.
Exactly.
So are we signing off now?
I think so. Wait. Pressing buttons increase stream length. Yes. That X789, that is absolutely true. If I push buttons if I'm pushing buttons and occupying my brain with the switcher and all the stuff, yeah, I can stream all night.
Continues. Yeah, the stream just continues.
The problem is when I'm thinking about pushing the buttons right now, I don't know it well enough, so I end up stopping talking while I futz around with it.
There you go.
We also do not have this time, so I know that you all have come to expect a certain quality in our audio.
No.
And this is because Addie, that's my sister, used to set up and run the audio.
Normally we have somebody doing sound.
Yeah, normally somebody is doing sound for it instead of me. And so I have a basic setup here and it sounds okay, but we're missing a bunch of the noise stuffs and everything. So
you're just apologizing.
Yeah,
you're ending the video with an apology.
I'm ending the video with an apology.
We're sorry.
We always end a video with
an apology. We're sorry we're taking your time.
Yes. So
we're just forgetting the fact that they voluntarily came to the stream and they're watching the stream voluntarily. Nobody's holding a gun to their head.
Exactly, that's true.
But you're apologizing.
That's very true. I am apologizing.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm sorry we burst in on your day today and took you away from your important stuff. No, look, this is actually I'm kind of excited about this. I feel like it's kind of a new beginning and we're gonna come back, different.
Better than before.
No, we're gonna come back different than ever.
Every time we come back different than ever, unless we shoot like 3 episodes in a row.
And then you can tell we shot 3 episodes in a row. That's great.
Yeah, because the third one, I'm just burnt. Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, the third one, Dave is like wilty in the corner.
Yeah.
We're like,
are we done yet?
I'm tired of doing this. Can we
Is this
stop?
actually interesting?
Are you sure people want to watch this? Because
no,
this
they
seems
don't.
kind of bad.
They don't. Why would anybody want to watch us?
Anyway, welcome back to kind of our world, and hopefully we'll be able to share some more of it with you.
And everybody who came here with us, thanks.
Yeah, everybody that tuned in today tuned in. That's awesome.
There you go.
You guys don't even remember TVs where you had to tune in, but but the thing is, thanks for clicking the button and coming and listening to this nonsense for a while. And I promise production quality will continue to improve over time, or we will all be punished.
We will always leave room for improvement.
We'll always be able to get better. I will get our sound system set back up so you get the usual sound that we always had.
Yep.
So. And with that, I don't know, you ready to be done?
Say goodbye.
All right. Well, this is a cranky old Cuber and
Cranky Dave.
And we are signing off of this stream. If you have anything that you want us to do on stream or in a video, or if you have suggestions of stuff, that's not illegal or that's only mildly illegal, let us know in the comments because we're looking forward to doing things.
We can do things.
And I've watched like a bunch of live streams and I'm like, well, we could do that. So there'll be more cameras. We'll be able to have a down view where we can show you cubes. We'll have more cameras. I'll have better lights in here eventually. And we also have to do a sound treatment of this room because it is echo-y.
Yeah, you kind of maximized the echo.
I did. There's nothing soft
You're
in this room
from the
except
middle of
me.
a coffee can.
So, thanks for being with us today. And, we'll see you when we see you. And with that, Dave, let's say goodbye. Say goodbye, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Do it again.
All right. Goodbye, Dave.
All right, take 2. All right. On 3, 2. Is my hand in the video?
Oh, wait. So you actually wanted me to say it then?
Yeah. 3, 2.
What was it you wanted me to say?
I wanted you to say goodbye, Dave.
Are we ready?
Rutabaga.
Give me the count in.
Okay, 3, 2.
I thought you were going to go 1, 2, 3.
No, it's 3, 2, 1, and you never say the 1. I don't know why that is. Here we go. 3, 2. Freaking
I'm working the thing to make it as long as possible, and I'm going to break up. Goodbye, Dave.
We just broke an hour.
Goodbye, Dave.
Rutabaga. Bye,
get
everybody.
it over with. Bye, Dave.
All right. I'm going to fade to black.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. Did it fade to black? It did not fade to black.
It faded back up. Oh, this is brilliant.
This is
Leave
great.
that all in.
How does this work? How do I do this?
You know what? If you unplug it,
wait, what if I do this?
Oh, God.
Does this work at all?
Forgive my
if
blasphemy.
If I go here or here? Okay. All right. Bye, everybody.
What's that smoke?